In my mind, there are three staples to one's own childhood: falling in love with a fictional person, becoming a part of a fandom, and getting trauma from indulging on adult media that you weren't supposed to. Not trauma as in, more as in I see a rather scary image, and I say to myself, awa weewa whoa. And then I go into cardiac arrest. There was a whole lot of stuff I watched on the internet as a small mushroom-looking pubescent boy, and I have a fair share of memories of videos that would keep me up at night, hoping that Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's wouldn't come fist me in my sleep. As far as I can remember, most of my nightmares were from creepypastas, though I'm sure literally every carbon-based lifeform can relate to that. Back in my small pubescent days was when creepypastas were still in their prime, and when people didn't read them and cringe instantly, because all you had to write back then to keep little old Bobby up was, I bought a copy of Pokemon Red from a garage sale, and when I went to play it, Pikachu killed my entire family and then tried to kiss me on the lips real passionately.
Holy moly.
I'm sure that if you go back onto the Creepypasta wiki and look at all the posts from 2012 to 2014, a good 75% of all the posts will be garbage like that. But who cares about the Creepypasta wiki? Do I look like I want to read? Do I look like I want to read a book? Do I look like I want to read Catching Fire? Nah. Where was really at was the creepypasta YouTubers, bro. Oh my god. These dudes are the reason why I still stay up at night. I will never go to sleep now without thinking of that disclaimer before every Tats video, the one that just goes like,
censored beats in this video.
These YouTubers were the bane of my perfect sleep, but they introduced me to some of my favorite creepypastas. Stuff like Arizona, God's Mouth, and the Harbinger Experiment are still really good stories, and sometimes I still go back to the old top 20 so-and-so creepypastas just to watch them again. Another thing that really scared me as a kid was Coraline. And let me just say, before I start, I absolutely despise these people that go around and say that Coraline wasn't even that scary. Just shut up. Shut up. There are so many moments in this movie that scared me as a kid. The part where the mother turns into the spider lady, that one part with the bug closet thing that still scares me to this day, the part where the other mother's world is falling apart and turning into the void, and Coraline sleeping next to pillow imitations of her parents, which, looking back on in hindsight,
Who thought this was a good idea?
there are kids watching this movie. Why would you try to pull something like that? I know that you think you're too slick, but why would you try to pull that? Why would you? With all this evidence, it only points to one conclusion. The people who think this movie isn't scary, their parents factually 100% don't love them. Why did I write that? Anyways, FNAF, am I right, guys?
She is such a bad bitch, though.
I feel like a dementia patient trying to remember if I was scared or not of Five Nights at Freddy's, because on one hand, there were the ASMR-esque videos made by creepypasta YouTubers that did kind of freak me out.
Oh, God.
But on the other hand, there was one big superiority complex from feeling smart because I watched a lot of game theory. I think my feelings might have been lukewarm, but since we're on the topic of fandoms, I think I might as well out myself. When I was younger, I was quite literally a part of every fandom possible. I was a brony for a while. As I've already told you, I was a FNAF fan with a superiority complex. I was an Undertale fan, also with a superiority complex, and I watched Utopia, aka the gateway drug.
Oh, yeah. One more thing.
Just as a side note, not that it matters or anything, I was a little bit of a Friday Night Funkin' fan before everybody hopped on the train. So much so that I kind of wanted that boyfriend shirt, but oh my god, did I dodge a bullet there. Anyways, I bring these things up because there were some things that scared me from these fandoms that were too small to get their own section, so I figured I would just combine them into a rapid fire segment. With all that said, let's get to it. Starting with my brony phase. The first is Luna Game, which right off the bat is not scary. Maybe to a 7-year-old Bobby, but he gets a pass. He shoved Play-Doh up his nose for fun. The other brony related thing though was a bit more of a scare, and that would be the .mov series by Hot Diggity Demon. Though fandom or not, it still holds up, and is the sole reason why I still say swag.
Crush, kill, destroy, swag.
Next fandom. Undertale wasn't even scary at all, but there was one theory that for some reason scared me, and it was the one where it said that Sans was Steven from Steven Universe because, and I quote, his name standed for Steven after not surviving.
Stop the cap.
I don't know why I thought this was true. It said parodying the name, but I guess I just went along with it. And thinking about it, the theory didn't even scare me. It was just the thought of cancer. I didn't have cancer, of course, but still. And of course, the last fandom, the furry fandom. I bring this up not because I have any horror stories from the past, but rather from right now. And,
It's a beautiful cream color. I want to see how far it goes.
Come on, dude. Just grow
can't do
up.
this anymore,
Okay?
man.
You gotta do this,
Everything
dude.
else is fine, but
It's
I can't
you
do
literally
this.
wrote it in the script.
I know it's in the script. I don't care anymore.
Jesus.
This is personal now, okay?
Calm down,
Just
dude.
Get out of my office.
Okay. You better be done by then. I'm out. Okay. I'm fine now. In conclusion, I think it's safe to say that we have all seen or heard of things that we find scary on the internet. Some clearly more stupid than the others, but either way, you can't really change what you thought was scary in the past, can you? Anyways, that has been a little rundown of what I thought was scary as a kid, but I would also like to hear your stories. If you feel so inclined to do so, I would love to hear your horror stories from the past. Bonus points if it involves the Tales Doll creepypasta. That's all I have for you beautiful people today, so go get yourselves a glass of water, a nice meal to go with that glass of water, and give yourselves a pat on the back for being so amazing. I am Soy Milk, but please just call me Soy, and I will see you in the next video. So till then, peace out.
Me Scrooble now. Snuggle. Whee!